So I want to show you this little podcast live streaming mic that was sent to me. Now you can use this multiple different ways. You can use it on your computer. You can use it on a little tripod that it comes with. It has even a pop filter that I could attach to it. And I can put it on a scissor arm. I can plug this directly into my computer, into my iPhone, my Samsung phone. We've got all kinds of cords, and it's got this cool little lights here on it. So let's play around with the sound a little bit and see what it might sound like if you had it sitting on your desk. Okay, so it comes here with this tripod automatically attached, and basically you would end up sitting it somewhere on your desk. Maybe you adjust that to, something like that is probably how most people would end up, using it. And it's plugged in with the USB-C cord that it comes with that goes over to USB. Then it does have two adapters that you could plug into your phone if you wanted to. But that is it with the gain all the way up, sitting on my desk. I don't know, I'm about 2 feet away from it right now and talking into it. Now, it does have a pop filter on it. I would probably use that if I were putting it closer to my mouth. That's when I'd probably use that, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But we can play around with the angle on it and kind of determine, does it sound better like that? Test 1, 2, 3, or does it sound better like this? Test 1, 2, 3. I would imagine closer to it is a whole different sound, of course. And it's one of those ones where you could talk across it or into it, I believe. It does have noise canceling built into it. There's no buttons for that. But you do have here on the bottom, you have your gain. So I've switched to my lapel mic because I want to take this off of this stand here and put it on the scissor arm. So what you would do is unscrew the tripod, and then you kind of left like this, and then you have a small scissor arm that it comes with, but it's got a lot of space that you can move around with it. So let me show you putting that on my desk. All right, so I'm just, for simplicity purposes, what we're going to do here is you're going to take this piece first and you're going to attach that to your desk somewhere. Normally when I'm doing one with a scissor arm, I've got it way over to my right, but for this purpose, we're going to stick it just kind of over here somewhere. Got to loosen that quite a bit depending on your desk. So you can see I'm going in right here. And you want to put that on fairly tight. That way it doesn't accidentally fall down on you while you're using it. You definitely don't want that to happen. And then from here, you're going to take your scissor arm, and that piece is going to go into the little hole here. And it's even got a little tightener on there. You can tighten that down however tight you want it. But then the scissor arm is going to come out on you. And from here, that's then going to let you move it around kind of wherever you need to move it around. So if you did want it up here in your face, you've got a lot of range of motion with it. And then if you want to get it out of the way, you get it out of the way. You could even put that further over where it's completely out of the camera at times. But for this purpose, we're going to kind of leave it in my way here so you can see it. And then what we're going to do from here is I'm going to take the microphone out of this little holder. So it had this little holder here. We're going to attach this, and it looks like this has got 2 actions on it. I'm going to screw this on first, as tight as this part will go. There we go. And then you have a selection here where you can move this up and down, kind of however you want. And kind of the way that they are showing to use this is going to be, it looks like, I don't know, I'm going to go like that. So we're going to do it like this, because this is what they show on the product page. And then the mic itself, this is like rubber bands in here. So it just kind of shoves through it. And just kind of push it through. And and I would push it through until you're right there where you can still see the little button that's on it. And then you can from here decide, you know, how tight you want this to be, what angle you want that at, and tighten all those down. So now I'm going to switch to this microphone. So we're talking with this microphone now, and I do have this pop filter. So right now I'm going to pick a pipe of pickled peppers, or whatever it is. Pick a peck of pickled peppers, see what that sounds like. And then the way this is made is it's made to kind of just pop over it. So this is what it looks like with the pop filter on, and you're going to face that towards you. So if you were live streaming or you're doing podcasts, you're going to get pretty close normally. And I've got my gain up all the way. But let's, what was I saying earlier? Pick a peck of pickled peppers. I don't know what the difference will sound like, but it's on there now. And I would recommend you use the pop filter. It's just going to help things out. That way, if you do get loud, you're not, you know, blowing out the microphone and those kind of things. So I like that this has a scissor arm with it. I like that it comes with the tripod. So if I did just want to connect it to my phone and set it right next to me, I can. And I do love the fact that it does come with adapters to connect to an iPhone or a Samsung phone. You can just connect straight into it, and you could use that as your microphone, especially with the tripod. But yeah, so nice, lightweight, very budget friendly live streaming and podcast microphone.